beep, boop, motherfuckers. Okay. Okay. You should be set now. Basically, Mr. Sapo doesn't trust us to get a plane. We're off to see the tree people. The wonderful tree people of Oz. First of all, let's get some air. Let's get some open area for us to build our plane in. Also, let's take a crack at fighting this thing. It's out on the water. I'm interested in fighting it. Where is my actual marker? I put a marker on it. Why can't I see it? Oh, there it is. Good boat. It's an okay boat. It certainly got the job done. We managed to beat the Mega Drill with it. Although you think that's a good boat. Behold, the Basel ship. Full 360-degree firing, smart cannons, a mouth that opens with cannons inside of it. The Basel ship, and it swims. I always love it when new people join the stream. We get to show them the Basel ship. I always love it when we get to show them the Basel ship. Is that Monster Mastery? It's some Basel ship. Also, Raven, welcome to the stream. Well, it is darker than a Minecraft cave with zero light in here. Jackson, welcome back to the stream. It has been a while, I believe, Jackson. Unless you are a different Jackson. Bullets really just have infinite range then, huh? Fascinating. Oh, there's a, resource here. Let's see what that is. It's an ancient vehicle blueprint. Swamp Hunter. Huh. Basic combat boat. Uses a jet for extra boost. Interesting. It takes grenade launchers. No. Play a lot of Trailmakers. I can help you. No, same one. Fair enough. You're welcome to help, but, I don't know how much help I'll actually need. But I do appreciate the help. I appreciate the offer, but I also remember, Jackson, since it's not your first time here, we don't usually approve of backseat gaming here unless I ask specifically for help. Oh, you're just floating out here in the middle of the water, huh? Ooh. I don't know how I got flipped, but I got flipped. I really shouldn't drive and read chat at the same time, you know? Seems like a poor decision. Ah, hell no. You can get out of here. No. Oh, he didn't flip over like he usually does. There he goes. Now he's upside down. But how is he here? It's not a sandbox game? What? Don't read and drive, but drink and drive. What do you mean, Shark King? That it's not a sandbox game? I'm not 100% sure what you mean, because this is very much a sandbox game. He's still facing generally the right direction. There we go. Oh, there he is. Come on. Come on out. There you go. Oh, you actually managed to get a shot off at the very end there. You giant bastard. Bro, you hiding? What are you doing down there? Come on out. Yeah, I can actually turn with this boat, unlike my old one. It's a problem for you, ain't it? I really need to give this thing the ability to aim vertically. There we go. Let's get that suited up. There we go. Alright, let's grab this fuel that's right here, because I can. How much of the duration of the video / live? I usually go for about 3 hours at a time. And then I take an hour-long break, and then I go play a different game for 3 hours. That's usually how my streams function. Usually. Not always, but usually. Ooh, they've got a big spooky satellite dish out here. How's Terraria going? We're almost done with the spaceship. It's only been, you know, like seven streams of working on the spaceship continuously, because it's the biggest build I've ever worked on ever in Terraria. And I've made some big builds, but that build is enormous. Okay, I see multiple bogeys in the water. We're going to have to focus on that after we deal with these guys. There we go. There's one. Oh, that's a white hover tank. How many hover tanks these guys have around here? Good lord. Answer is many. The answer is yes. To how many hover tanks they have? It certainly seems that way. Oh, that was a lot of damage. Really, the basic dude dropped a repair token. Good to have, I guess. As a backup option. There we go, that guy's down. Ooh, we lost our butt shield. Oh, we lost our front shield, too. The front shield's still alive, it just needs time to recharge. Where'd that repair token go? It's right there. Alright, let's take out this white hover tank before we head in. He was over here somewhere. Can't find him. Alright, let's head in. I think we can switch to ground combat vehicle once we get up here. Yeah, looks like there's a platform here. It's gonna hurt. Go, go, go. Oh, man, we barely dodged that. Oh, did we lose our front wheel to something? Why are we so slow? Another one over here? Oh, no, we got them all. Switch to looting. Is this the campaign? This is one of the 3 or 4 campaigns they've made now. This is the Pioneers campaign. This is the newest campaign, yes. Let me put it that way. If there's a, which I think we're getting close to being done with. If there's a great demand for it, we could maybe do the old campaigns when we're done with this one. Go ahead and get this off my screen real quick. Thank you. It's a good game still. Trailmakers? Yeah, Trailmakers is still a good game. And it's only been getting updated. Like, it's only been getting more content. It hasn't really lost anything. So I still think it's very much a good game at this point. Was it just the one area with chests? There wasn't like chests all over this place. This is the hardest one we have fought so far, and it only had one area with chests. Seriously. I mean, I guess there was a bunch of stuff here. Maybe they blew it up? I don't know. Maybe they blew up their own loot. Alright, let's go ahead and get back to shore. So that we can get a proper spot to build. And away we go. Alright, let's go find us a proper place to build us an aircraft. What's up? Y'all want to fight? I really need to focus more on where I'm going than what's behind me at any given time. Boy, that dude's just straight up upside down. I am just not paying attention to where I am going right now. Oh, there's a beacon up here. Hang on, there's loot. There's loot to be collected on this little island here. I know you're over there. Skipper! Small, very fast boat for me. You get somewhere fast. Fair enough. Not terribly concerned about that at the moment. No. I can see the other, I can see the place we're going. We can get there for sure. Try to make a P-38 Lightning. I am very bad at making replica builds, Jackson. Very bad. Mainly because I don't understand how to do, like, glitch welding and things like that, where you kind of, you know, you make things weld into themselves where they shouldn't be. I have no, or like, what is it called? Piston glitching? Or something like that? I don't know what it's called in this game. In other games, it's called glitch welding. I have no idea how to do that, and I have no intent of learning how to do that, because I think it's cheating. So. I'm very bad at it. Bruh, that dude popped up just to get his homie shot by the EMP. The hell did I just hit? You are too. So you just want me to suffer is what you're trying to say. Alrighty then. Right, I forgot this vehicle doesn't have brakes. Because it doesn't have engines. Alright. Let's... what vehicle are we going to sacrifice for this? I guess the boat? Because, I mean... Chat, how mad would you be if I put away the battleship for, like... while we were flying around in the air? Mind you, the battleship has no ability to fly. Hold on, what if we made the battleship fly? This thing only weighs 1,200 or 1,400 kilograms. I'm sure making it fly would be quite easy. I'm sure making this thing fly would be incredibly easy, right, chat? What do we even have for flight, as far as generating lift goes? Inflatable balloons, which require aluminum and rubber. We have party balloons. We have wings. Give the battleship. Yes, yes. I think chat wants me to make the battleship try and fly. I think that's the idea here. Is that we want to try and fly the battleship? Is that what I'm getting at here? Is that what I'm hearing? God, this is gonna take so much work. Okay. This should already be saved. Yeah, battleship. Yeah, save. Put explosives on it. Why would I put well, technically the battleship has explosives. They're right here. They're just for the enemy, not for itself. It also has machine guns. Just not miniguns. The battleship is very well armed because part of its name is battle. It battles things. Alright, let's strip out all of the pontoons. Was it Alt-click to select all of something? It's Control-click to select all of something. All of its pontoons. That saves us a whopping 100 kilograms. This is gonna suck. Oh no. Okay. We need to take its armor panels off. So we can get in there, into the guts to work with this thing. Okay, let's see. We don't need underwater propellers. We don't need pontoons. We don't need pontoons. I think that's all of its pontoons that are in here. I don't think there are any more in here. Funnily enough, these will still work, because paddles do provide air resistance as well as wind resistance, as well as water resistance. So they actually can just stay where they are. All of the, like, turning fins. We just need, like, propellers and shit. I guess in this case, we would put balloons inside of it. I mean, there's an infinite... Balloons don't cost resources. I think the first thing to do... How many balloons can we make? 12 balloons. I think first we start by making, like, 6 balloons. Let's put this back on it for the moment. And I'm gonna load the boat, right? So the boat... I'm gonna save this. Oh, this doesn't have a name yet. What should we name this? The Scheisen boat? We're gonna go and delete this. I just want to find out How much weight can one of these balloons carry? So, first of all, let's go with an armored seat, because that's what the battleship has. Yes, Tanya, welcome back to stream. You were here, and then you left. Scheischen boot. Okay. 50 kilograms. I'm sure it can carry this. What's the buttons for this thing? W and S. Yes, it can carry us up at quite a speed, in fact. Okay. Now we just keep adding weights to this until it can no longer carry us. I think the easiest thing to do is just give it a bunch of weight. And see if it can still lift that. Okay, it cannot lift this. Yeah, can't lift it at all. Okay, that's perfect. That's 172 kilograms. Let's remove one of these. And so that we're not off kilter, let's relocate this to the bottom. So, rough math, I think we're gonna need, like, 15 balloons inside the bass. What is this game, and what is the main goal? Trailmakers, we're playing one of the campaigns. It's a sandbox game where you build vehicles to solve various challenges. And this campaign in particular is land, air, and sea versus evil robots that are trying to take over a planet for resources. This is not looking good, guys, in terms of weight. When is community game night? It's gonna be sometime in June. There is a post on it. It'll either be the last Thursday in June or the second to last Thursday in June. It's every 2 months, like clockwork. Okay, so that's 50 and that was 80, and that couldn't carry it. The balloon itself was 2.5 kilograms. Let's go ahead and add. Is there anything that weighs exactly 1 kilogram? No, there is nothing that weighs exactly 1 kilogram. The closest is a 1x3. Okay, let's try 63 kilograms, see if that helps. Okay, we can float with 63 kilograms. That's good. I'm trying to balance out the weight after it's higher in the air might work, but I don't know how to do that. I'm just trying to figure out how much weight that a single balloon can carry right now. This is 71. Just barely able to maintain flotation. Do we have wings? Yeah, we have wings, but we're not going to have a lot of thrust is the problem. Like, the wings on a bass would be very small. So we're not going to be able to generate a ton of lift. So we're going to need multiple sources of lift. That's the point I'm trying to get across here, Raven. It's okay if I post pictures of my build. Yeah, it's fine. Just make sure it's in gaming screenshots rather than, like, general chat. If you put them in general chat, I will ban you. What are we doing here? Right now, we're trying to figure out how much weight one of these balloons can carry. Specifically, how much weight one of these balloons can take off with. So close. I feel like one more, and it's probably got it. Balloons and wings, maybe rotors. Again, the problem is we still want the flying battleship to look like a bass. If it doesn't look like a bass, then we've completely lost the point of it, and I might as well just build an airplane. It's so close. Which means any type of propulsion is going to have to be inside the bass. Which is very difficult to do. Okay, that is basically neutrally buoyant. You'll notice it's like I can tilt it using this. I can tilt it using my Ooh. If we have momentum, we are above neutrally buoyant. I think this is the closest we can get right now. So wings might be able to be defense. I've already said that. Okay, so 75 kilograms is how much a single balloon can carry. The Vassal ship is 1,338 kilograms. Let me just do some quick math here, but, divided by 75, we're looking at 17.8 balloons. 17.8. I don't think we can fit that many balloons inside the Vassal ship, even if we had that many balloons. Which we do not. We currently have, we maxed out all of our resources, and we were only able to build 6 balloons. Or 12 balloons. We can build, what, 6 more? Yeah, we can build 6 more balloons. So we can build 12. I'd have to go do some resource gathering, which would be, what, rubber and aluminum? Just tie them to bass. But then it doesn't look like a bass. If it doesn't look like a bass, there's no fucking point. That's the whole point I'm trying to get across. What about a gimbal jet? Gimbal jets take power cores. They take titanium. Oh, they take titanium. Okay, so that won't work. What about a propeller on the top? S300 power. How much weight is that? Let's find out. Bass on a hook. No, that still ruins the fun in my point. Alright, doesn't matter if we spin like crazy. We just need this thing on the front. Alright, this is the same amount of weight as the other one. It's actually more because the propeller is way heavier. It's a little better. We technically have created a plane. We have no tail rotor. Or any form of anything. But it technically is a plane. I mean, like, it's just a bass float, just floating, being tied by being tied to balloons. I still don't want it to look. You put the propellers inside and they will still work. I'm well aware of that, Jackson. That was the idea of why I went and tested the propeller instead. Because the propellers can go in here. Because in the top section of the bass, there's a hollow space underneath this. There's a hollow space underneath here. Where we could put propellers. The problem is propellers take power cores. And we only have so many power cores. You have no clue how to help. That's okay. You don't have to know how to help, Tanya. I know what I'm doing when it comes to games. Guys, I don't know if you know this. I'm a bit of a gamer. I've been playing games since I was, like, fucking 2. And my first ever game was Diablo and Warcraft Orcs and Humans. I know what I'm doing when it comes to playing video games. Anyway, maybe widen the bass. I could widen the bass. There's a reason the bass is the width it is, which we'll get to later. But yes, widening the bass is an option that I have considered, but it is a good option. So, I'm a gamer. No, I'm not an elf. I'm not a homosexual elf. I'm a bisexual elf, thank you. Anyway, let's go ahead and move all of this body parts out. Oh, that's the floor. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, we definitely don't need this down here. Are there any more of those hidden in there? I don't think so. So I think we use a combination of propellers and balloons to hold us in the air. Because we can put propellers up here. Like, just like one propeller. Does that actually fit up here? Because this is actually really fucking big now that I look at it. Drop it in the center line. Yeah, it'll fit there. Oh, of course, because this hitbox is only technically 2 blocks. So I technically could put, like, 2 of these in here. They would poke through the wall, which would be weird. Yeah, cannot place. Power core limit reached. Also, it takes more aluminum, more power cores. I could do that, for sure. I need to make sure they're equidistant from our center of mass. One of them fit back here. One of them would fit back here as well. That is fascinating that that would fit back here. So I could legitimately do propellers to help. That is a legitimate option. They would fit. Oh, you know what else I can do to clear up more power cores? I can also delete all of these. This will help a little bit with weight. Control double click? That's control double click. Watch our weight. 1350 to 1327. Oh, there were only so many of those. Okay. Let me see. Are there any in here? There are repellers in here. Okay. I couldn't remember which tail sections had them and which tail sections didn't. Outboard motors, all gone. That's blocks, right? Those are filler. Are there any here? No, this one's hollow. I'm pretty sure there are some in this tail section. Yeah, there are. I can see them. Get that out of the way. Get those deleted. Don't need those. If we're moving through the air, we don't need... how the fuck are you supposed to fit anything in there? Answered. You're not. First game was like a crappy web game. See, games didn't exist on the internet when I was here. Filler. Like, thriller. Alright, well, now that the pontoons and the propellers are gone, I can also make this a little more... I don't suppose we can fit balloons in here, can we? Balloons just straight up won't fit inside, will they? No, they're just too big. We're gonna have to redesign the inside. Yes, I know. There's 8,000 blocks that are all disconnected. That's because I'm redesigning the entirety of the inside, brain. Game. Get rid of that, get rid of that. Okay. These blocks don't need to be here either. One of my first games watched was probably my father playing Minecraft. He had giant flat roll, so many builds. That's cool. Also, trippy. I think my first game I ever watched was my dad playing Doom. The original Doom. Anyway, okay, let's move these passenger seats down since we don't need them here. Seriously? They don't fit there? Okay, what is this wall? Do we need this wall? What is this? What is this doing right now for us? We don't need this wall. Get rid of that. We can replace it with just like a 1x4. First game was Terraria. Really? My god, that is... Y'all are fucking whippersnappers. Anyway. Okay, there we go. That's there. It's just real quick. Let's go ahead and just do this. Maybe make a character based on that golden box. What? On the cube? Make a character based on the golden box? What? From RimWorld? The golden cube? From RimWorld? Like doing something stupid. Oh, make... Speaking of Doom, should I get Doom the Dark Ages? I'm not gonna buy it immediately because of the price. I'm gonna wait for it to go on sale. Because the price is way the fuck too high. Do this, drop it down here. Out, more. Sometimes the building system in this game just really irritates the hell out of me. Is that it? No, I'm sure there's more passenger seats in here somewhere. Surely this is not all of them. Okay, yes, I know. Block disconnected. Block disconnected. Block disconnected. I am fucking aware. Okay. Tanks, the tank cannons need that to be there. This guy right here, he shouldn't be there. He should be here. There we go. Okay, looks like we've got, what, 2 spaces in the center? 3. We got 4? 4. The balloons are 5, aren't they? Actually, how big is the balloon? Six? I think the balloons are 6. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6. Shit. Okay, the balloons are 6 by 6. Okay. That is, slightly problematic. If we push these out each one by 1, that would work, but then we'd have to extend the wall out by 1. We'd have to widen the bass, which is doable, but it's a pain in the ass. At that point, I almost wonder if it'd be easier just to rebuild the vassal ship from scratch. We don't need that centerline stuff. What if we did this? I'm pretty sure a balloon could fit in that space, yeah? Okay, also, stop moving every time I touch you. Pretty sure a balloon could fit in that space. Is that 6? Oh my god, this fucking building system is irritating the hell out of me right now. Hang on. No, I do not want to save the fucking thing. Leave some space by the bass. It feels like more of like a From the Depths kind of thing than a Trailmakers kind of thing, but I appreciate the enthusiasm. Yes, the balloons will fit in the center line if we do that, but only up to here. They won't fit in this area. Okay. I mean, I think that's a better option. I think the exhaustion until mastery is getting me. I wish I had a PC to make it fucking fast. Where did you even disappear to? And why is there a seat below the fucking thing? Jesus Christ, I'll have to figure that out in a minute. Yeah, that's the one I wanted to select. That lined up with the front one? The other front one? Yes, it is. Okay. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the future of commercial flight. See, I try and discourage that line of thinking, Tanya, because you talking should not stop other people from talking. They're just cowards. Anyway, I think those are the same. Those are touching now, yeah? Those are touching. Okay, so those are touching. That's perfect. We can get rid of our seat. We'll put that back in later, essentially. We have 12 passenger seats. I don't know where I had 13. I don't even know how I managed that. The front section, I could put my seat up there. Just playing some Trailmakers and having the best time of my life. Hey, you know what? That's good. I encourage it. We could get rid of this drop down right here and just bring it up to this level. That's entirely doable. The only reason we have that drop down is so that we can have the guns there. And because we had seats here. Is this connected in the front? No, it's not. Okay. That's fine. Go. That's connected now. And then... Is that too wide? That's too wide. Let's drop 2 6x2 here. Come around to this side. Drop another 6x2 here. I just need the exact same opposite of courage, the cowardly dog. Coward, the courageous dog. Should add a bombing bay. It's an option. If the problem with that is weapons and engines both take power cores. I only have 19 power cores to work with right now. And the battleship is, I'm gonna be honest, a bit of a behemoth. I don't know if you guys have noticed, this thing's fucking enormous. Getting this thing to move is a fucking feat in and of itself. In the water, we had the advantage that we could literally swim. In the air, I don't think we're gonna have that advantage. A lot more power cords. I don't disagree. But the game says no. The game says I am limited in the amount of power cores I'm allowed to use, which means I have to actually build smart things and not stupid things like a battleship. But I want to make a battleship, so I make a not so good battleship that we can improve later. Okay, that's enough space for balloons. Initiate balloons. I genuinely cannot believe I'm building with fucking balloons inside of a fish right now. We can only fit 3 inside of it. That's incredibly bad. That's really bad. Considering the math says we need 18 of these fucking things, and we have 3. I have an idea on how we can add 4 more. We make the fins into balloons. No, test it. I guarantee you this will not float. I will put the armor panels back on, and it will just sit there and do nothing. Now, I did rearrange the armor slightly, so I don't know if we need all of those armor panels, but it looks like we do still. Okay. Like you're thinking. Yeah, see, that's what I'm kind of thinking, too. Or, I also like my line of thinking. I selected some of the sails by accident there. The fuck? How did they get moved up? Okay. Oh, right. It would help if it had a driver's seat somewhere in there. Do you know what actually would be really funny? Put my driver's seat in the tail fin. Is this big enough? No, I do not need a tutorial. I know how decals work. Just because you forgot I know how decals work doesn't mean I don't know how decals work. Do I have the operator seat? The operator seat would fit back here. This is really dumb. Because, you know, we're supposed to try and be armored. But it'd be really funny if my seat was in the tail fin. Should have put this, like, center mass. Second fish hit the second coral reef. Coral reef. My dude. Boop, boop. Glue that armor back on. Alright. Now behold, as we go absolutely nowhere. See? Oh. The gun doesn't rotate anymore. What did we do that changed the rotation of the gun? What? Oh, fuck off with that. I'm trying to select you, not fucking teleport you into space. What is that wedge, and where did it come from? And how did it get selected through another block? What the fuck? Something touching the gun turret now? No, nothing's touching the gun turret, and there's still space around it. I don't know how it got stuck. That doesn't make any sense as to why that would get stuck now and not before. Also, real quick, just gonna go ahead and do this. Also, the center of our lift is actually, in front of our center of mass right now, which would be very, very bad. I mean, how much lift do you think one of these creates? Could put these in the tail fin. This actually would fit in the tail fin. Oh my god, this would actually legitimately fit in the tail. Oh, we can't center it in the tail fin, though. How much lift do you think one of these party balloons creates? Okay. So let's make one more balloon. Let's go ahead and put this armor panel back down. And let's proceed with my other idea, which is to add a balloon to each of the fins. So, the core part of these fins, I'm going to remove them, in fact. Actually, hang on. I'm going to leave the paddles and their steering hinges so that I remember roughly where the fins actually were. Because I still want them to be fins. So I'm just going to leave those specific parts. Just the steering hinges, essentially. World War III, fun fact. You know not with which weapons it will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. Is that the fun fact? Two. Well, you said three, so that's not my fault. Oh shit, the one on top is the problem. How big is that? Oh shit, okay. It would have to be like what, like here to go there? How dare you make mistakes? That's not allowed here. Making mistakes is illegal. You should feel bad. I'm joking. Balloons. Banished to the corner. Indeed. Alright. Going up. Not even slight. Sounds like there's an engine running in there. Does it sound like there's an engine running in there to anyone else? What are power cores being used by right now? There's 3 being used. There's something in the back. What is that? Oh, the propeller. Right, I forgot we put that there. And then 2. Those are the guns. Those are the guns. Okay, power cores are currently only being used by the guns and 1 propeller. So we can get away with adding another large propeller. Hold on. Okay, if we had 6 power cores being used by this, that would create 600 power. If we had 6 power cores being used by this, it would create 300 power. I feel like I remember someone testing this, and these are better propellers than these ones are. I feel like I remember someone testing that. Like Scrapman? Or maybe it was Khan? I'm not sure. What did I just undo? Like someone is getting used to the game. No, I'm pretty damn used to this game. I've got close to 300 hours in Trailmakers, I think. About 300 hours, I think. I'm just trying to make this thing fucking fly. And the problem is, that's really dumb. Because it's a battleship. It was made for water function, not for air. I successfully made it roll over. That's all it can do at the moment, is roll over. Our center of lift is still ahead of our center of mass by a significant amount because of the balloons. We can add balloons to our butt to make that a little higher on the backside. We do, what, 2 balloons back here, it looks like? Also, Shadow Demon, welcome to the stream. Welcome back. How have you been, Shadow Demon? Fun fact is there's gas from Russia. The Germans trying to take. They use mustard gas about 10 minutes into the mustard gas. Some people like it was Walking Dead. Yes, that's where the song the Dead March of the Dead Men from Sabaton comes from. And add the propellers. Oh, it's trying. It's trying. It's really trying, guys. I think it genuinely was trying there for a minute. Good news, our center of buoyancy is now behind our center of mass, which is not the worst thing, I suppose. It means we're going to pitch up. Also, I just realized something I need to do real quick, which is... Actually, I can just do this way by moving this singular block out of the way. Boop. And then control double-clicking that to select both propellers. Configure. And we can add this onto a toggle switch, and we can make this, what, 2? How is this so hard to fucking place in a single block? And now the sail fucked up. There we go. Building it won't work too well. And to keep it on its bottom to manage to be able to fly. Propellers are ramped up now from just me pressing W or 2. Yeah, that's a damn problem. When did Shadow join Demon join the channel? I don't think I've met them before. Shadow Demon's been here for... God, maybe like a month? I don't know. It's hard for me to remember exact times of things like that. But you've been gone for a long time. A lot of people have come and gone since you've been gone, my dude. These things happen. Now, if we had more gimbal jet, if we had the resources for gimbal jets, we could just stack them in the back here. Okay. Now then, for wings, we got flap wings, modular wings, wings with integrated flap. I would like integrated flaps. Let's do, what, 4 of these? We only really have space for 4 of these, because the fins are already way bigger than they're supposed to be. I want to lower those down, actually. Okay. So now if we have forward propulsion, we'll generate a tiny amount of lift. The tiniest amount. Also Q. Oh, right. Okay, hang on. Why are my wings stuck upwards? Why are they on toggle? Different options. It was nice to know new people joined, or if they were from 2 months ago. That's, I guess. Let's do... Okay. Okay. Thinking about this for a second. Which is hard for me to do, because I'm not exactly intelligent. I need to make the wings effective at all. Well, now we just tilt over by default, apparently. Problematic. Propellers, no work. We would need additional propulsion. Wings, I don't think are going to be strong enough to really push me at all. I could slap some rod jets in the back of this thing. We see how high we can go. But the problem is lining them up with the center of mass would be what? Here. And we're out of power cords. Well. Yeah, we don't generate enough lift to get off the ground using wings. There's no way. Although we're kind of floaty. Maybe close-ish. We might legitimately be close to actually getting this thing off the ground. How many more balloons can I make? 3. We might as well see what happens if we add in 3 balloons. Or just like 2 balloons that are actually symmetrical. I feel like we're right there. We're super close. Get out of here. Damn botnack. Well, we can go farm up some rubber, I guess, and make more balloons. What about you can make it like a plane? Yeah, the problem is we're trying to convert the Basel ship into an airship, and it is insanely heavy. That's the main problem, Shadow Demon. You came into it late. We already discussed making a plane, and chat was like, no. You need to convert the Basel ship into an airship instead. That's what the problem here was, Shadow Demon. The fact that it's slowly drifting across the ground here is very funny to me. Motherfucker just rammed me. Suck it. The Basel ship suffers no fools, but it does suffer damage. Suck it. I'm also too far away from the build area. I need to get back into the build area. Is this how how the first birds evolved? No. This is not how the first birds evolved. Building outside of build slots. What do you mean? This is... Oh, what, didn't I save the Basel ship? Hold on. Unsaved structure. Blueprints. Basel ship is right there. What the fuck is this that I'm building off of? Is this not the Basel ship I'm building off of? Overwrite build slot. Slade blueprint. Basel ship Mark II, I guess? I don't know. I guess there was some kind of difference between the original Basel ship and whatever was saved in that slot, so. Maybe you can incorporate those into a new ship. Yes, I mean, I could very easily make a new thing. That's the problem. Is we want the Basel ship to be an aerial vehicle now, for some reason. For some reason, that's what we've decided we want. No, no, come back. I promise I won't kill you more. He fell for it. The fool. Excuse you. I just drove right through. When was it decided? Earlier? That's what chat told me to do. I said it kind of as a joke, but also as a serious idea, and then chat went yes, yes, yes. And everyone that was in chat at the time said yes over and over again. So yes, I am building the battleship in midair. This thing needs to be destroyed. Do I have a blueprint to put there instead right now? The shitting tank? I could put the shitting tank there. That's the old school bus. I need to put the bus in there at some point. The shitting bus. The L Shittenwagen. That's the original. That's the original Shittenwagen. Then the Shittenwagen Mark II lost the L. I think the Shittenwagen Mark II is what's in F1 right now. I think this is the same vehicle. If I save this... oh, no. The Shittenwagen Mark II doesn't have a miner in the front. It has a... It is a shield. That's what it was. Anyway, I forgot about that bomber. Yeah, I have actual airplanes in here, by the way. Like, actual airplanes. And, like, a submarine that is also an airplane. But, like... Nah. Anyway, I guess we could get aluminum and rubber, huh? What are we actually short on to make more of that? Rubber and aluminum. We need more rubber. Okay. Rubber it is. Actually, does this thing have extra power cores I can use to throw on some more guns? Because why not? No, this is maximum gunnage, apparently. Alright, fair enough, I guess. It's also maximum speed, because we're capped on engines here. Make a flying fish plane. Yes, thank you, Raven. Already working on it. Cat's inability to remember what we're up to between any, like, given moment is just hilarious to me. Can't really invent the battleship or an actual flying fish. You know, that's fair, I suppose. If I made an actual flying fish, it would be a lot easier to make it, like, fast and maneuverable. But we still need to be able to carry passengers, because I know for a fact that we don't lose out on those carrier missions, where it's like, oh, go pick up 50 froggets and bring them back home. It's not 50, by the way. That's a ridiculous number. Although I would love it, actually, if there was a mission that it was like, yeah, go pick up 50 people. Like, make a literal flying bus. Though, imagine the absolute style of a massive flying bass pulling up to you and going, you called for a ride, motherfuckers? And everyone just climbs into an enormous fish. The Magic School Bus. So, tell you what, I'm gonna farm some rubber. I'm gonna put a poll in chat real quick for you guys. Well, if I could spell properly, that would be a good start. Okay, there we go. Here's a poll for you guys in chat. As to what we should build first, while I harvest some rubber. Also, I love that in the time it took me to get the poll, we lost like 3 viewers. So it's just like, so now it's pretty much just, I think, Raven and Tanya in chat now at this point. Like, everyone else left. Everyone else is gone. According to YouTube, at least. They might actually be there, but YouTube can't see them if they are. Oh! Also, Raven, thank you for the $2, by the way. I completely missed it. That was a super chat message. Completely missed that. My apologies. I'm so used to just seeing those be the, 5 but 3 votes. There's probably a lurker who's not, actually gonna vote. That's right. You look over there. You look away from me. Who said you're allowed to look at me? I am the champion here, not you. This is my world. You are just living in it. Well, from what I can see right now, it looks like the fighter bomber is more popular than the fighter plane is more popular than the battle ship. Which really, I mean, that's surprising, guys. You guys are forbidding me from building the flying bass out of all things. My chat doesn't want me to build a bass. I'm shocked. And a bit concerned. Are you guys feeling okay? I think that fight was a loss for everybody involved, honestly. There's one for Bassel ship. Flying Bass already is taking forever. We want results. Since when has chat ever wanted results from this stream? They have always made things as slow and as difficult as possible for me. Raven, I think you're lying. Because it's your idea. I think that's the idea. I think you're lying because it's your idea and you want to see it done. I have no idea, by the way, how I'm gonna style a flying fish. By the way, I have genuinely no fucking clue. Without it just looking like a fucking plane. Because flying fish are very much plane shaped. Never lie. That's not true. Flying fish fighter plane probably work as the offense needs something with defense, though. It's something to carry passengers. Something to carry yes, that's the point of the Bassel ship. It carries passengers. I don't know how else I need to explain that, because I've already explained that. Also, the Bassel ship collects resources, too. A fighter plane can't collect resources. What about defense? I mean, shield protectors, I guess? And just armor? The sheer amount of armor on a Bassel ship versus a fighter plane? Also, you don't need a good defense if you're the best defense is a good offense. Especially in Trailmakers. If the enemy's dead, they can't shoot you. I don't know why I'm bothering to click iron when I just need rubber. I see it and I have to collect it. But also resource collection's kind of a big deal. Really? That wasn't close enough? There you go. See? Behold, a good offense. Now, mind you, this tank actually has really good defense, too, but good offense. Then the enemy didn't stand a chance. These should be 3 different things? I can't fit 3 different things on the hotbar. I have space for 2. I only have space for 4 total transformations, and I need this for ground combat. And I need this for ground collecting resources and puzzles. So I really only have 2 to work with. That's why I'm opposed to building a fighter plane. I don't want to build a fighter plane first, because we don't need a fighter plane, we need a transport plane. More than anything else, we need a transport plane. Also, let me take a quick look here at the progression thing. We just hit level 21, which means we now have access to the large energy shield, the anchor pin, the L bracket, and the U bracket. This thing takes 3 fucking things, and 24 titanium. Ugh. We get the Dragon Jet at level 24. And from the final Mega Drill, we get the Space Fighter cockpit, the racing seat. Okay, I mean, the final Mega Drill is kind of pointless because at that point we'll be done with the game anyway. Basic car seat, sure. Space thruster, blasters, tiny blasters. Okay, gyros would be so nice to have right now. I'm not gonna lie. Can't you just combine the 2 cars? No, because power cores are limited. This and this are both capped out on power cores. They cannot be combined. We need the superior firepower of this tank when it comes to bringing down big enemies on the ground. I mean, the tank might go away if the fighter slash airplane is big enough. Just not experienced. I understand that. Just, I've already explained this today in this stream already, is the thing. Alright. I know that's always a problem with streaming. It's just a matter of it's something that gets annoying to me over time. Hey, you. Burn. Suffer. Suffer and die. Boil and die. Get out of my base. It's not really my base. It's the Froggett's base, but it's a town, really. It's not really even a base. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna end the poll. Goal other than build. Reach the Sky City place. 4 votes, only 1 person voted for the Battleship Aerial retrofit. I'm disappointed in y'all. You dare abandon the Bass? You abandon the Bass in its time of need? When it needs us the most? To convert it into a flying aerial battleship? I'm disappointed, y'all. But we will build a fighter plane instead. Alright, let me go get a reference image of a flying fish. Give me a second. Yes, fuck off. No, Google, you cannot access my location. This looks like a fucking airplane. Like, this just looks like an airplane. Just a fish. Show the Sky City's properties of flying. Because no. Okay, well, if I'm building this, I might as well use an armored seat. I mean, that's really heavy, though. Do I want to use that? I mean, yeah. I guess. What do we have for aerodynamics on here? This is a 3x4? This is bigger, isn't it? It's slightly heavier, but this is bigger, and it's uglier. Like, this I can squeeze in somewhere, you know? Or I can just build an actual cockpit. You know, an actual aerodynamic flight seat. What a concept, right? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna need to use the same fisheye technique from the battleship, because it's got that big old fisheye in the front. It doesn't have a big enough mouth to justify me making the mouth open and close, like I do on the battleship. It only really has 2 big fins, and it's got 2 under fins. And it's got a small dorsal fin. Don't need an aerodynamic seat. You shut up. We absolutely do. Okay. As a note, we're gonna take some liberties with this, because flying fish don't have jet engines for asses, but this is gonna have a jet engine for an ass. Just stay open and rain hellfire. I don't think you understand, I don't have that many guns. You can't just rain hellfire on things. We need like a bomber jet for that, not a fighter jet. Okay. Thinking we go with 3 thrusters. Actually, for simplicity's sake, let's do 1 in the front. Just like that. I'll have to connect all this stuff up together, but that's okay. Didn't say anything about bombing. No, you did say rain hellfire. Rain implies coming from above to down below. Does rain go up? Only on Venus. Only on other planets does rain go up, or in extreme hurricanes. Okay, so we need... This thing's gonna be thin as fuck. I might not even add armor to this thing, because of how thin it needs to be. A flying fish is very rounded, though. What if instead of these, we did rounded streamline pieces? Streamline. Rounded. Yeah, let's get rid of wedge for the moment. Let's do rounded parts. It's not a perfect cone at the front. It's also got like a lip going up. It's more like a bubble at the front. So it's not really a cone. It's more like, or to make 4 of these and combine them. That's more or less what we're looking at here. We're building a torpedo. Needs to be able to land and take off on water. I don't know if that's doable, but maybe. I don't disagree with that. Is in terms of it being a fish, though. That's not a bad idea. God, I hope that's buoyant enough. And we'll put... we'll actually increase the nose cone slightly. Because we need somewhere to put the guns. And we need forward-facing guns. This is not a lot of options, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, in terms of weaponry here for this thing. Does this even fit inside this? We can't put 2 miniguns in here because of the way this is, like, structured. Humanoid planes that are able to do that IRL, you can do that in-game. Oh, for sure. It's just not easy. Detachable pontoons. Well, then it can't land on water then if they detach, can it? To land, it just crashes. That's not acceptable. To me, at least. Now, the easiest way that this strikes to me is to put tank cannons in here that are like this, stacked up like this, so it's like a dive bomber. We're making a dive bombing fish. I just want to point that out. This is a very silly, silly plan. Okay. Let's get these pontoons and let's get more of them to the front, please. Also, I have to figure out how I'm going to connect those ones at the front. That's... Ooh. That's not really possible. These three, rotate them outwards like this. These three, rotate them outwards like this. So I guess this is going to be more of a bomber than it is a fighter jet. I'll try and give it some anti-air capabilities, but I can't guarantee that since we're making a fish. Okay. I think I know somewhere I can hide it. I can hide a gun, like a smart cannon or two, so we can actually have some anti-air capabilities as well, not just anti-ground. Because obviously, 2 tank cannons is very anti-ground. Okay, streamlining. If we did this wedge piece, flipped it. I mean, that would be the... Where did the other fucking corner go? The fuck happened to it? I feel like the side or back fins might work. Yeah, that's more or less my thought, is attach it to where the fins are going to go, basically. So if we do that, it's not perfect. But I mean, it does get wider at the head, and then it narrows off again. Like the very front of the fish is quite narrow, and then it gets wider towards the midsection and then tapers off again. It literally is like a plane. In basically every way, this thing is a plane. I'm trying to think of how to do that in this situation. I need a rounded corner like this that's 3x3. So like this, but one bigger, basically. If I were to do this, because it is more flat faced than it is like forward facing. I would need to make, what, 4 of these? Make golden box an object character now for really no reason other than to see progress while I'm done. Sure. Have fun with that. Bold of you to assume I'll make any progress while you're gone. That doesn't really work, does it? Because then it narrows off too quickly. I need... just 1,000 of these? Is that what I need? Just 1,000 of these? More or less, just a fuckload of these, I guess. It feels weird. Feels really weird. Feels wrong. And then the midsection... Tank cans is disconnected too. Drop them bad boys in there. Just fucking craft, like, literally, like, 70 more of these. No, I don't want to save them. Fuck off. Okay. Then we select an entire side again. This time I'm going to turn on mirror mode. Oh, good. That disables my selection. Good to know. Yeah, it's not annoying at all. Copy vertically. Needs anhydral or dihydral wings. I don't know what that means. You've run into a word I don't actually know the meaning off the top of my head. Downward sloping tendency of the wings designed for stability. Flying fish wings don't really angle. I mean, they can be angled, I suppose. Like, the whole wing needs to angle is the problem. Okay. And for this top section, turn mirror mode off again. It's sinful as hell. It's really annoying to look at. You guys want me to just build a fucking tube, is what you want me to do. You want me to build a flying tube. I am not a fan of this design. Okay, and then it needs to taper off into the back fins. It's got 2 sets of fins. And then it's got an actual, like, vertical fin for swimming. Which, in this case, is going to be perfect because we need a tail stabilizer. Again, we basically are building a tube-shaped plane. That's what we're doing here, is a tube-shaped plane. From there... The wings are, like, come out of its fucking head, really. Problem is our center of mass is all the way back there. Also, working with this thing is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Okay. In terms of wings, I should be looking in here. Okay, so we don't really need... I mean, we'll use flap wings for the tails fin. Put 2 balloons at the back. Why would I do that? That would completely ruin our aerodynamics. Right now, we're actually incredibly aerodynamic. If I put 2 balloons on the back, we'd be incredibly unaerodynamic. Oh, I know why. Raven, you're a child. Alright, modular wing, small modular wing. No, I need big ol' wings. I don't know how many of these I'm gonna need. The wings definitely like slope backwards. And where I choose to attach these, I'm gonna choose it right here. Oh, good. There's actually an attachment point behind that, too, which is nice. Because the wings are going to come back from here. And the wings need to be able to move up and down as needed. A little bit. I need a hinge here. This is incredibly poor decision-making here, but... is there a 1x1 wedge? No. No, there is not. There's nothing in this game that's fucking 1x1 except for the pipe pieces. I can delete this and do 2 of these. So at least partially looks the part. I guess I didn't need to delete that 6x2 after all. Alright. And then from there, light. Let's go ahead and get the mirror mode on again. And the wings have a pretty gentle curve to them. And they're fucking enormous. It's more of a glider than it is anything else, I'm gonna be honest. It's also a fucking enormous wingspan. Like, genuinely huge. Compared to the body of the fish. Okay, now if we're gonna start the tail like here, then I should do this one. Can it flex its back wings? I don't know if it actually can, or if they're simply stabilizers. So we're actually going to get rid of that. We're going to add another tube there instead. Some tubes. Two. And then we'll attach some flap wings back here, simply because we could use them. And then we need the tail. So, first things first, I'm going to block this whole thing up. Yeah, it's ugly. Go. Then I'm going to add in the actual tail section of the fish, where it bisects itself into an actual fin. And I am going to make it so that can move. That's probably a terrible idea. You know what? I'll replicate that by having flap wings for my tail stabilizer. We'll do... But it's pretty fucking long, again. So we'll head to this back section here. Okay, no, I need these the same block. Yeah, I'm gonna need these to come together into a single block, which is gonna be a major problem, now I think about it. So you know what we should do back here instead? Can I build 2 more of these? Yes, easily. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do structure, and we're gonna do a single stud there, single 2x2 block there, and then we're gonna do... It's not, like... I'm looking at a lot of different images of these fish. It's not a huge tail, it's not enormous, but it's also not small either. So we're gonna do flight blocks, we're gonna do flap wings. Then we're gonna do fins on the bottom of those wings. That's pretty damn close. I have no idea if this is gonna be able to take off from land at this point, considering the fucking size of the tail. It just explodes. Oh, because the cannon's right. Right, hang on, I forgot something. Slightly important. I need to actually be able to angle these wings. Okay, what would be W and S? I have no idea if that's gonna work, but fuck it, might as well try. Sup, how you doing? think we're about to die. Alright. Let's, real quick, so we can just see how we're doing on all, how much we're failing on all the fronts. Do we float right now? The answer is yes. We cannot take off from water, but we kind of float. We can force ourselves further down into the water. That's about all we can do there, unfortunately. Also, I need to... Q? Why are these Q? Oh, because these are supposed to be used for, like, air brakes, I think. Would be W, S, I think. Yeah, it doesn't really work, does it? Very nice boat. It's not a boat. It's also not a good boat either. Yeah, okay, hang on. I really need to do some serious rejiggering with this thing. I don't know what I was thinking with this. Okay. I say this design only works if they rotate, not go up and down. I'm fucking stupid. They need to rotate, not go up and fucking down. Control surfaces. Oh, there's an entire section up here for control surfaces. I feel real dumb. I did not know that. I did not know these were here. Completely spaced on that. Huh. That's unfortunate. Spinning servo. Yeah, block can spin quickly. Yeah, isn't it fucking enormous, though? Yeah, it's fucking huge. I mean, it's a 2x2 cube. That's still significantly sized. I mean, get the job done, though. And it doesn't cost power cores. That's the nice part about it. Alright, let's redesign those wings for a moment. Well, keep in mind, the yellow isn't actually visible in the actual thing. It's going to look like this. Also, I'm probably going to paint it blue to match the, like, vagueness of the fish. Like a light blue. Dark blue. Really, like a really dark blue. Really dark gray. Well, we have successfully made servos that fucking spin our things around. Really? There's not like an angle limit I can set here? It's not an angle limit. How the fuck are you supposed to do this? I mean, I guess you're not. I guess you're supposed to use these wings nowadays, I guess. But back in the old days, we used spinning servos. I thought they had a limit on how far they could rotate, though. I could have sworn they had a limit on how far they could rotate. Rotating servo. It's not spinning servo, rotating servo. I already have one. Doi, 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 doi. The old legend decided that wasn't that. What? I don't follow your logic, Tanya. Actually, I should say I don't follow your speech. I don't know what you're talking about in terms of the old legend. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Rimworld, the guy who worshipped the cube. Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm aware the cube is from Rimworld. Old legend who decided that it was enough. Yeah, but who, what? Your wording doesn't make sense, my dude. Like, anyway, that's wrong. Ah, that's why. But eye decals also wedges in front of the wings to make the match. But I'm aware, Raven. I'm working on it, my dude. You guys are impatient as fuck today. And by you guys, I mean you, Raven. You are an asshole, sir. That's what assholes get. They get killed. First of all, what? This, I'm gonna limit this angle down to like 30 degrees. Might still be too steep. How else can I make this look better? I mean, right now, it does not look like a fucking fish at all. It just looks like a fucking missile. It looks like we're building a cruise missile, not a fish. But admittedly, that's what a lot of that's what the fish looks like, is fucking a cruise missile. We are running out of aluminum drastically right now. Person who chased Raven. I do. I don't remember the person who it was. And also, your wording did not imply that at first, my dude. Where are all the modular wings? Didn't I build a fuckload of wings? Weird. He's the one who worshipped the cube. Everybody worshipped the cube. The cube was a major problem. It wasn't just one guy who worshipped the cube. Okay. Here's the plan. I'm gonna put that back in mirror mode first. Violent about it? I don't remember any violence regarding the cube. The cube was a problem, but I don't remember anyone being violent about the cube. What do we need for more of these? Aluminum. Okay. So these are bigger than the modular wings. That's really annoying. But I can kind of work with it, I think. No one tried to destroy the cube. We eventually destroyed the cube by shoving a shard into it. We figured that part out. Actually, this would work better if it was like this. And we can do... Shrink that down to a 1x3. Then we can do streamlining. That's really big. That's way bigger than I need. Can do... Yeah, that's fucking huge, right? Yeah, that's fucking enormous. Rounded corner 1x2s, 2x1s. I think 2x1s is what I want to do with here. We can do... That's probably close enough. Okay. Okay, those are already set up to be elevator fins. We are just stuck at this angle. Could y'all fuck off for like 5 seconds, please? We're too heavy to be buoyant. I don't know if the water landing thing is going to be possible, guys. Need to be able to tilt up and fly. Yeah, I'm aware, guys. I know how planes work. I'm aware of how planes work, guys. Okay. These are... probably facing in the wrong direction. Recently done so you need to come to keep up with front. I'm painfully aware that I need landing gear. The problem is you guys wanted water landing. And I don't know if I can do water landing with this size because these pontoons are horribly not buoyant at all compared to the hull blocks. And the hull blocks are fucking enormous. A rock or something might work. The problem is, guess what? There's nothing there on a flying fish. Building a plane is something I can do. Building a fish that flies is not easy. I'd like to see you guys come in here and build a fish that flies. This doesn't fit in there, does it? It does actually fit in there. I don't know how it fits in there, but it does. I mean the terrain. Yeah, but again, that's not how a water landing works, guys. And by guys, I mean Tanya and Raven. Because there's no one else in chat anyway at the moment. just not buoyant enough. It's because of all this. This is just fucking heavy. We just don't have enough propulsion either. And we have no steady propulsion because the only jets I have are these bastards. I mean, I can make little tiny thrusters, but I can make jumbo jets, but guess what? Those don't look like they belong on a fish to me. Gimbal jet, shove it in the front. No, it doesn't work because it takes titanium. All the jets take titanium. Why did the rocket thrusters take titanium? Why? Those don't connect to the front. Why did that turn off mirror mode? I'm not going to question it. This is also causing an aerodynamic issue right there, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's fine. That's what these are for. Pretty sure I just need to go collect more aluminum for more wings and things like that as well. Because my center of lift is fucking exactly on my center of mass. Like, almost exactly. Like, look at how close that is. My center of horizontal drag should be far behind my center of mass. Perfect. It is. Center of vertical drag is in the front of... Is in front of your center of vertical drag. Where is that? Where is that even... There. Oh, it's right there. Vertical drag. Makes your vehicle very unstable in the air. Try adding elevator fins to the rear of your vehicle and move your center of mass forward. Yeah, that's not happening, buddy. Pretty sure because those are behind my center of mass, they work inversely to the other ones. Face that direction. I don't need you to repair, I need you to turn. I don't have any like actual source of real thrust here. Oh, really? Those didn't get mirrored? You piece of poop. Okay, I also just need, like, more wing. Because, like, flying fish have enormous wings. Like, they're huge. Actually, you know what I need to do? I need to shift the wings forward and bring the whole wing back to, like, here. Like, the whole front of this needs to be wings to really be a proper... Place some projects, I might be able to make them produce constant thrust. I'm well aware of how that works. We have it in the tank, Raven. It's just that if we're thrusting with all of our power, and that's not enough to get us off the ground, constant thrust is not going to help us in that regard. I'll do it just to prove that I know how to fucking do it. But I really don't think it's going to help. Let's see, we'll delay this one by... We'll delay this one by 2 seconds. I'll delay this one by 1 second. Where can I just need to thrust down this way, because there's no other place to go. But there we go. The problem is we are pointed very harshly down because of the massive tail fin that we're required to have because we're a fish, not a plane. Also, currently, right now, we're neither. We are neither a fish nor a plane. I have made vehicles that can do both, and this is not a good example of either. Also, as a note, these need to be... detachable front gear. I think I've already told you how I feel about detachable things, where we're not using them. Our nose is just too damn heavy. The problem is also our nose is ridiculously heavy because of the tank cannons. I mean, we've created a thing that slides along the ground like an idiot. Like, would detachable landing gear work for this? Probably. It would probably help significantly. Really? It's detachable stuff isn't under gadgets? I figured for sure it'd be under gadgets. Wasn't it under combat? Because there's dynamite. We unlocked at the same time as dynamite. Where is it? It would be under movement. Hang on. There's a shiny new search function here. Detach. Wow, this is a really shitty search function. It's under mechanical. Okay, sure, why not? Which part of that detaches? Like, from which part? Does the block just fall apart? Either way, let's make that, well, this be space. And then we'll give it a wheel. Do we have landing gear? We actually do have landing gear. Oh, right. Space is also my go forward button. 1, 1. Let's just bring that down a bit more so that it's lower than that, so we actually point upwards. Just to test if we even have enough thrust to fly this bloody thing. Well, that's not good. I mean, obviously this is a failure of a design right now. It does not take off even slightly. Like, it's real bad. We also have, like, basically no yaw. Well, I have no idea what caused us to flip upside down, but we did. It is nothing like a U2. A U2 is an actually good plane that works quite well for a lot of things. This is a garbage. This is a piece of garbage in the vague shape of a fish. I'm getting tilted here, guys. Because you guys have restricted me to building something that looks incredibly stupid. Or does not function. It's like, I can just build a plane. I can just build a plane at any point. And it would work. It would work. But no, I have to build a fish plane. How much do tank cannons actually weigh? 4.9 kilograms, basically 5 kilograms. Build a P-51 or something if you can't get this to work. Always come back to it. That's not true. I cannot come back to it because I won't want to build this thing again. I don't want to look at this fucking thing. But again, I think genuinely, properly, like, flying fish, the wings need to be, like, up here. Does it say, lift from your wings as far in front of your nose. Push your nose up and stall your plane or flip back. Yes, I know. So we don't have the tech to make it work right now. We're not really missing any tech except for the Dragon Jets. That's the only thing we're really missing is constant thrust. You're just trying to direct me off of this thing because I said that I'm getting tilted. Trying to distract me from completing this challenge. Why are those no longer connected? Were they really only connected by the fucking engine? Okay, these are in my way. I can't see what I'm working on here. Huh. So they were. Well, easy solution to that. Well, not an easy solution. Well, these don't fucking work anyway. I should just get rid of these damn pontoons. Because they don't work. Why do we explode? Why do we explode, Mr. Wayne? No repair tokens. Oh, fuck you. I'm literally right here. The problem with that is once I take off once, if I fail immediately, I can only repair the landing gear once as well. I don't think we have the thrust to stay in the air with this design. We need even more wingspan. Like, we need more wings to stay in the air with this design. Yeah, no, this design is fucking terrible. Legitimately, I can make a more worthwhile design with fucking an engine stuck to, with two wings stuck to an engine. In fact, oh yeah, I was using tail fins to actually connect those, wasn't I? Yeah, I was. I don't have enough aluminum to craft that anymore. Damn. Do I have an older version of this that is smaller? I think I do. I know I've got a smaller version than that somewhere around here. No, I guess I don't. Weird. Huh. I could have sworn I had a smaller version of that. Anyway. Missing 11 blocks. Extra power cores, 21. Jesus Christ. I just don't really feel like building that fucking thing. This abomination. Mainly because I gotta go farm a bunch of aluminum for that. Where do we even get aluminum from? I mean, the Croak Caves has some. The Wetlands has it. That's where we would go, is the Wetlands. Boy, this feels familiar. I shouldn't have done that. We were not really even damaged. We were only a smidgen damaged. Oh, wait, GG Schmoggin. I feel like if I was not restricting myself on builds in this campaign, I'd be done by now. I just want to be clear about that. Because at this point, I'm not gonna lie, I have seen the entirety of the campaign missions via YouTube, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not that hard. It's really not that hard. Did I just implode from a rock collision? I thought we were past this shit. Wow, really? I exploded from colliding with a tree at, what, like 30 miles an hour? If that? This fucking game, I swear to God. Why is my camera getting so fucking close to my vehicle? None of this is aluminum. I need aluminum. You lied to me, game. There's barely any aluminum here. I'm not sure why I suddenly diverted off course into the river / lake. Not sure why I did that. Oh, he's gonna kill the shit out of me. I'm getting real tired of this. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna build a normal plane. Nope, I'm just building a normal plane. Just so we can move on and make a little bit of progress today by going to go find the other frickin' places. Where's flight? That's the one I want. You know what? I'm just gonna make this a basic bitch plane. That's where I wanted to put that. Is it seriously behind my center mass? Shouldn't be. Oh, we can easily fix this. Hang on. Actually, I can do one better and do this. Combat. Oh, is that too big to fit there? It is too big to fit there. Okay, that's wonderful. Well, we can do this then. Just do a little bit of this. So do we not have skis? They're made of aluminum. Of course they are. Are these aerodynamic both directions? Yes, they are. That's not gonna work, because I need landing gear in the front. How that works, I have no fucking clue, but apparently it does. What's the complaint here? Lifting your wings is behind your center of mass. So push your tail up instead of what? Oh, I guess, yeah, technically it is, because these are back here. Oh, it might help if I could actually control my flaps in any way. That would probably help. Apparently the default controls for the flaps... Oh, right, because all the default controls for the flaps are fucking Q for some reason. Let's see. This is actually one of the few places an AND gate will actually be useful. I'm gonna need a second one of those, though. Okay. We want this one to control this side. This one to control this side. And down should be... I think that's correct. These ones should be... I think that's correct. Easy way to find out is to test. Obviously. Okay, so now A and D causes that, and W and S causes that. And there we go. Now we have flight. Very simple, very nose up heavy flight, so I can fly. It's not level flight, but it's fucking flight. I just wanted to get progress done today, and we have a minigun on here for reasons. I also just wanted to prove I know how fucking planes work. A little unstable, but that's okay. We fucking glide like crazy, though. Whee! Bingo bongo. Settlement discovered. Look at that. Super easy. Who we gotta talk to here? Talk to Zabka? Oh, they're right in the front. Completely missed you there, buddy. Sorry about that. Hi, Zabka. Well, well, well. Look at what has emerged from the mud fumes. A Trailmaker. You should go check it with Cirrus. I'm sure they could use someone with an air balloon. Yeah, probably. Let me guess. The first one is going to be pick up passengers, isn't it? First mission up here is going to pick up passengers, I promise you. Greetings, Trailmaker. I am Cirrus, Chief Scientist here in Overtrunk. Welcome to the treetops. I was hoping to speak to you about something important. Something very important. There's an overlook not far from here. By the edge of the branches. Please meet me there. Sure. Does look like my wings are broken in the preview image. Information unavailable. Bruh. Mean transformation unavailable. Fine, I guess I will fucking take this vehicle over there. It's not gonna work properly. Maybe. Oh, there we go. I got enough air that I can transform. Playing reminds me of a hawker, even though it doesn't look anything like one. I don't know what that is. You mean a Fokker? I don't know what a hawker plane is. I'm sure it's a type of plane though. Anyway, thank you for coming. A horrible sight, is it not? Everloom Heights, we used to call it. A beautiful land of hills and flowers, sky trees taller than anywhere else on Gregory. Then the Botnak came. This is where they first made landfall, where they've been drilling the longest. Withered Heights is its name now, and I fear it is the future of all of Gregory if the Botnak aren't stopped. Sent out a team of researchers some time ago to measure the soil, water, and air. My vehicle's escaping. Gather data on whether destruction can be reversed. If the Heights can ever bloom again. But I'm getting rid of my team. The Botnak have increased their presence in the area. Could you please find my researchers and help them get out? Yep. Fucking do it. Pick up people. These are the last known coordinates. Be careful, Trailmaker. Hawker Hurricane. Ah, okay. That sounds more familiar. There's another sky tree I should go find real quick. So in next stream we can do side missions for both of them. I don't remember where the other one is. It's not over there, is it? Whee! Might be over there because the only other sky trees that are like alive. Yep, that's one right there. Okay. I just want to go discover it so we can do a bunch of side missions tomorrow, next stream and get a bunch of power cores so we can build better planes. Also need to do like an aluminum farming stream at some point. I'd say we need to cut power, but really we just need to come down. Angle ourselves quite violently downwards, because this thing is a fucking glider. What I have made here is a glider, more than anything else. I mean, look at this. It just wants to glide. Pretty graceful little guy. Cloud poke. Go. Settlement discovered. Fan-fucking-tastic. They actually can start their quests. That's interesting. I didn't think we'd be able to start their quests until we completed the previous one, but I guess we can. That's fascinating. Oh, it's because Master Sapo's here. Hi, Master Sapo. Is it, Trailmaker? The final Mega Drill. If we can destroy it, Planet Gregory is saved. Beware, this flight will be near impossible. You need a flying vehicle, one that is fast, durable, and heavily armed. Meet me in the Withered Heights when you are ready. Yeah, we can just take the fight straight to the Mega Drill. We can just say, fuck everything else, just go straight to the Mega Drill fight, apparently. It'd be really stupid if I tried to fight the Mega Drill right now with this thing without fixing any of its problems. Like the fact that it has to aim straight at the enemy to be able to fire its gun at them. I'm sure that'd be fine. We got 30 minutes in the stream. We could beat the game with this thing. How disappointing would that be if we just beat the game with this and then we just never stream Trailmakers again? God, this plane sucks. I know exactly what I have to do to fix it, too. I just, like I said, refuse to fix it. I actually love the idea of just taking out the Mega Drill, like, right now. I'm sure it's not possible. Oh, hey, look, a bunch of jet fighters. I bet they're way more agile than we are right now. I think that's clearly, like, the bottom of a tree that is wilted. It's crazy. Yeah, if we wanted to actually dogfight, we should probably, you know, fix half the problems that are on top of this jet. On top of this little fighter craft that we have here. Because this is not a jet. I called it a jet, but it is not a jet. It is a small it's a small propeller-driven aircraft. It is not maneuverable enough for a dogfight. Mainly because of how badly it wants to pitch on its own. Like, we have to fight it to get it to pitch downwards. Now, we haven't lost the dogfight yet, but we also haven't killed a single one of them yet. And we've definitely taken more hits than they have. Oh, well, I think they just shot something off of me. Yeah, we are not maneuverable enough for a dogfight. Oh, that's not good. No, that was my only repair token. Wow, they just shot off my wing again, immediately. Yeah, we are incapable of recovering and flying with only one wing. We actually survived the landing, though. If you can call it that. Well, anyway. I don't know. I'm not sure what else to do today. Because we still have, like, 30 minutes left in the stream for Trailmakers. But I really don't want to work on airplanes anymore. I'm very sick of airplanes. So you know what I will work on instead? Since we have to fucking carry passengers anyway, I'm gonna return back to working on the Bass. Because I want to. So horribly unaerodynamic. Alright. As a reminder, I have all these balloons, which is not enough balloons. I have the propellers, which is not enough propellers. I have an idea. We have enough power cores, but I can add in these thrusters as well. The small thrusters. to specific places. I have an idea of where I'll put them. Ooh, it's actually worse than the balloons. That's surprising. Oh, hang on. Let's configure this first, and we'll put this as part of 2. I'm just curious to see if this will be enough speed. Enough thrust to get us in the air. No, we're just falling over ourselves. I think we're going to need to do a complete rebuild of the battleship to make it into an actual air vehicle. I think I know how I could go about doing that, too. Okay. So we're aiming for 12 passenger seats, right? That's the idea, at least. I do not need to save this, thank you. I already have a real battleship. So we're aiming for 12 passenger seats. Let's start with the seats, right? So let's put on mirror mode first. I guess we'll do my seat first. Then we'll do passenger seats. Put them back from mine. Do we want space in the middle? I don't think we do. I think we want these to be like this. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 12 passenger seats. You know what? We got space. Let's do 14 just because I think the highest it goes is 16. Turn off mirror mode, please. Thank you. Center of mass is right here, more or less. Yep, more or less. All right, perfect. So, then we're going to take that, and we're going to go to air. Trying to go to flight. Where are the balloons? There they are. Go. We have balloons. Lift from balloons is behind the center of mass to make the vehicle point downwards from flying. Oh, barely behind it. It's behind it by like 1. Pushaw. There you go. Now it's centered on it. We're going to take this. We're going to duplicate the balloons above us. And that is going to be the new height of the battleship. Of the aerial battleship. Let me put it that way. Then we build the bass around this. And that should be a lot more lift. Let me put it that way. Oh, we're desperately out of aluminum. Okay, we need to find a better place to farm for aluminum. Because the area we were in is just not it, Chief. But if I go crook and hook this up, and I'll use the biggest plating for this, because this is roughly what's going to look like in the end anyway. That's way more than enough lift. If we keep it at this size. That's also half the size of the original battleship currently. Mind you, the tail section of the bass, I think the tail section of the bass on the aerial battleship will be rigid. It won't actually move. It'll just look like a tail. It won't actually move like a tail. And then, I want to... This might be a bit ridiculous, but should I just move my seat somewhere else? Yeah, I probably should. Now, why are you doing that? Why do you not just fit in there? You're smaller than the frogate seats. You should just fit in there. What the fuck are you doing? Was that so hard? It even fits up one. Let's put a 2x4 on top of my vehicle, on top of that, so all the aerodynamics work out. Okay. Now, unfortunately, that does move our center of mass off to the side, just very slightly. Very, very slightly. From there, I want something that looks a little like a gondola hanging from the bass. Oh, that's not going to work, is it? I think making an aerial bass just isn't really in the cards. I don't suppose we can fly without these upper layer of balloons, can we? No, didn't think so. What if I were to do just 4? Like my original plan was, to put them in the corners. Yeah, that works. Just go longer instead of taller? I mean... Hard to say what would be the correct decision here. Although I love the idea of just slap this propeller on the back end of this thing and calling it done. Because that's not how that works. That's not how any of this works. But it'd be really funny to just do that. Just be like, no, that's how it works now. And we could take a stackable helicopter engine and find the middle balloon, which is this one between these two balloons. Take a helicopter engine and throw that right there. Oh, the helicopter engine is bound to W and S for some reason. This is a very stupid design. Technically works, though. Technically, it works. So this needs to be rebound to A, B instead. Perfect. And away we go. We've achieved liftoff. In the blimp that will eventually look like a bass. Maybe. If chat behaves, I can make it look like a bass. Oh, this is incredibly stupid. Technically works. It's just really bad. I don't know if you guys can tell. I think I'm a little burned out on Trailmakers right now. I don't know if you can tell that the creative juices aren't exactly flowing right now. I'm gonna be honest. Oh, this is entertaining. I don't know why this is entertaining. It really shouldn't be. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna end the stream a little early tonight. I don't have energy to do anything right now. I think the motherfucker just teleported onto me. I'm taking myself out before you can, motherfucker. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm not sure if I'll do a second stream tonight. I guess stay tuned to the Discord. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a pleasant morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. I said good night. What? There we go.